A skilled slash damage build. Holy sh. Okay, kill 7. Okay. Did I spell that right? Yo, what up? It's Killer here with another video going over this heroic solo build. And it don't really have to be solo, but I run solo, so it's a solo build. So let's get straight off into it. Here we go. Since the nerf to the global difficulty, where they decrease the HP and the damage to NPCs only in hard and challenging, but they also increase the HP on heroic NPCs, and I'm making air quotes right here. They kind of like nerf the damage, I think. I don't know. I think whatever. But by default, you would say let's go a full red build and melt. But the thing about that is when you're playing solo, you need some type of healing, and if you're in a sticky situation, that can get real scarce. So let's jump straight off into this build. Let's start with the signature class. I went with survivalist for the 10% increased protection against elites, the 15% increased ongoing healing. We have to make up for the blue attributes in this build somehow, and that 15% increase ongoing healing kind of makes us up for it a little bit. You also have the Mender Secret Mind, just in case you want to use that as an option. You can use that with this perk, so you can have the Secret Mind follow you and heal you. Crunch Time is also a good perk. It has 10% skill haste, because in this build you want to always keep your skills up. So if you look over here at my build circle, you can see I have 6 skill tier core attributes. This is important. Skills I've chose increasing the damage, health, sometimes healing, and even the charges you get. By having these 6 core attributes rolled as skill tier, you can now have the regular attributes all going towards damage. So basically, it's like having half and half without. It's like having a red build without having a red build. That makes sense. Let's go to the weapons. The pestilence, to me, is an awesome gun for one reason and one reason only. The plague debuff, dealing 100% weapon damage over 10 seconds and stacks up to 50. Not to mention, when the enemy dies, the debuff is transferred to a nearby enemy within 25 meters. That damage is like critical. That's crazy damage. That's damage that you're not even shooting at the guy and it's still damaging him. Crazy, ain't it? My secondary is not really important, but it's there if I'm in a bind and the enemy is in close quarters between reloads, so I like to pull out the SMG. But strain talent on the SMG is nice. 10% critical hit damage for every 0.5 seconds you're firing. Stacks up to 5 times. Let's get into the meat of the build. I'm rocking 3-piece hardwire, 2-piece Hannah U, and 1-piece PDG, which is Petrov Defense Group. The key to this build is the talents on the backpack and the vest, but we'll get into that in a minute. Make sure when farming for hardwire, you dismiss all backpacks and vests and only utilize masks, gloves, knee pads, and holsters. The reason for that is because anything backpack or vest that is a brand set, it comes with its own talents, and we got some talents that we're going to use instead of the ones that comes with the brand set. 3-piece hardwire gives you 15% skill haste, 15% skill damage, and 15% skill repair. That skill haste and skill damage is important, especially playing solo with a turn or a drone. It's like having extra agents in the field with you. I have a 2-piece Hannah U, also giving 10% skill haste and 10% skill damage, again increasing the performance of your skills all together. And last but not least, I have 1-piece PDG, which gives me 10% LMG damage, which complements the pestilence. Now here's a quick note. This piece can be interchangeable to fit your playstyle. If you're not an LMG guy, you can also go with Avaldi Holdings, which is marksman damage, Badger for shotgun damage, Fenris for assault damage, Overlord for rifle damage, and Sokolov for SMG damage. Just make sure that each piece has +1 skill tier as the core attribute, and regular attributes are crit chance and crit damage, which brings me to my next subject. Each piece having damage rolls on the regular attributes, preferably crit hit and crit damage, is a must. When you're playing heroic, even down to the gear mods, you want to be able to go toe-to-toe with an overpowered NPC, because we all know they are super spongy. You can see on the mask that I have max crit chance, which I really want to switch because I want to utilize that gear mod, but on my knee pads I got guard rolls, so it really ain't no use switching. But if you can switch that mask out to utilize that gear mod, because with the hardwire, the only gear mod you get is a skill gear mod, and you want to try to maximize your damages as much as possible. The gloves, same thing, crit chance. Holster, same thing, crit chance. I'm still looking to for a max roll on that holster. Let's look at the vest, and let's look at the vest, because I think it's an important part of the build along with the backpack. You will want to roll like regular attributes and the mod. You want to roll crit chance or crit damage. I haven't found this piece, so I'm rocking with what I got. But you want the talent Unbreakable, which gives you 95% of your armor back when it's depleted. This makes up for the lack of blue in this build, combined with the talent Bloodsucker, which killing the enemy adds and refreshes a stack of 10% bonus armor for 10 seconds, maxing out at 10 stacks, which is 10 times 10 is 100%. Combine that with health packs to use, and your survivability just skyrocketed. So that alone, those two skills plus the health packs, makes up for the lack of blue in this build. Just make sure that you roll crit chance or crit damage on the backpack as well. Like I said, with the skills to run, for me, I like to run the assault drone and the assault turret, but these also can be changed to adjust your playstyle, even if you're running with a group. Also want to mention that my shade level is 122, with most points dumped into weapon damage, crit damage, and skill damage. I figured I need to say that because a lot of boys don't want to say that, man. You know, they want to give y'all these builds, but they ain't showing their shade tech level. So I'm trying to keep it real. Let's keep it real. Yo, if this video has helped you out in any kind of way, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Look me up on Twitch. I stream all the time. And join the new Discord, bro. You know how I do it. Music gets you through it. Video games keep you sane. I am Jay Killer, and I believe in no gaming left behind. Peace and blessing.
4 or 5 chains on. I stopped that and got a mean wrist game going. The hottest thing in the city, so it ain't snowing. And if it ain't snowing, then I ain't going. Riding like 50, I'm gritty under the city lights, sitting on chrome, getting down from a pretty dyke. Peter Pan fly, Coochie shoes, I paid a pretty price, and I ain't gotta shoot a nigga. My hands are pretty nice.